Hello viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to preach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will tend to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will tend to adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So, with this and anything else at the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So, basically, it was the day of the final round of the Chunin exam. We see Boruto on top of his house, on top of his house, along with Misty. You know, this site that today is the final round of the Chunin exam, and they're one step close. They're finally close to becoming Chunin after they've done their one-on-one matches. So anyway, so basically, you know, we see Hime yelling from the ground, and she told Boruto and Misty that, you know, her friends that she you know made during the Ninja Academy tryout thing, you know, Echo and Yuna, that's how you pronounce their names. If I'm pronouncing their names wrong, please forgive me. I'm terrible at pronouncing Japanese people. I'm terrible at pronouncing Japanese names. So anyway, she said that, you know, they was doing some ninja trading around the alleys, and until they spotted these shady guys in one of the alleys. These strange shady people in the alleys, you know, look like they're up to no good, and her friends went to go follow them. So basically, you know, I was worried they might get hurt, might get in some real trouble. So basically, I came to you. I came to find you. So basically, you know. But I'm not to know that he may know that her father's busy with the tunings, and so basically Boruto and Macy say that, I'm going to check it out. So basically Macy Macy was we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late here for the final round. Don't worry, we still have a lot of time to spare. So anyway, meanwhile at the new stadium that got destroyed by Momoshiki didn't got revealed. The stadium that Momoshiki is destroyed in the previous shooting was finished for the final round of the current shooting exam. So basically this time there's no people and no people will be in the stands. This time the whole shooting exam final round will be broadcast throughout the whole village and whatnot on live TV. So basically, Konohama was the referee and whatnot. Naruto just was looking for his little covered scar box at the matches and whatnot. So basically, Naruto and Michi hadn't showed up yet. So basically, Shirado was worried that, if they don't show up before the first match starts, they might get disqualified. So basically, Konohama was afraid that, they won't be disqualified if they're late. But, if they don't show up to the matches, that's a whole different story. Still, and also Konohama laid down another rule that really put a wrench in anything. Turns out this time, scientific ninjutsus will be will be able to use scientific ninjutsus. So anyway, the first round The first round was between, so basically the first two out of the 10 finalists the first round was between Imogen and Hockey, whatever you say his name is, Haku, yeah, I believe that's his name, that's how you say his name, Haku. So basically, they have 50 minutes to get themselves, ready for their match and whatnot. Meanwhile, Boruto, Mishki, and Hime managed to find Hime's friends who followed the strange man at the train yard. They was talking to Ottawa. So basically, Boruto told Hime's friends that I will take it from here, and the strange man put these strange men that Ottawa was talking to push him into a train car, and the train car started to move. The thunder train that the train car was attached to started to move, and basically Naruto and Mitsuki had no choice but to go chase after the strange man who had pushed Ottawa into a train car and just basically kidnapped the and Boruto and Mishki had no choice but to hop on the train and go save Ottawa. Meanwhile, back at the stadium, so basically everybody was watching the first match. So basically, the match between Haku and Inogen started. So basically, Inogen, kept on hitting Haku with a barrage of demon D-scroll paintings and whatnot. But Haku used an Earth style jutsu to turn the whole field of the stadium into this giant stone maze. So basically, with Haku's memory, he was able to memorize the whole terrain of the maze and basically use it to his advantage to basically corner Inogen in it. So basically, Inogen tried to use his D throw to make a bird. That way, he could fly into the sky and try to attack Haku from the sky. But Haku countered with the Earth style jutsu that he used to transform the field and hit and was able to knock Inogen or destroy Inogen's that paint bird he was flying on. So basically, Haku figured that I know that every time you use your beast scroll technique, it takes a lot of chakra. So basically, Inogen was in a tight spot. So basically, the only way he can win this match is, if he used his mind transfer jutsu on Haku, but he needs to get close to Haku or for that jutsu to work. And Haku knows this. So basically Inogen came up with the idea. So basically he purposely gave away his position to order to use his mind to transfer jutsu on Haku. So basically, once Inogen connected with his jutsu, and seemed like the match was over. But somehow, Haku was able to resist Inogen's mind transfer jutsu, and basically ended up winning the match. So basically, Sai, who was watching it, saying that Haku went to some special black ops training to resist to have especially him and some of the other members of the team went to some special black ops training to strengthen their mind against mind jutsus like the mind transformation jutsu. So basically, that's the reason why Haku was able to break out of Inogen's mind transfer jutsu. So basically, Haku is now Haku is now a genie. I mean, now it's a Chuny now. So basically, Haku won the match. So basically, he's now a Chuny now. So anyway, so basically, the next match got picked, and it turns out it's going to be Wasabi versus Rebate. So basically, the next match will be Wasabi versus Rebate. So basically, meanwhile, Boruto and Michi managed to get to the train card that they saw Otto and those strange men got into, and when they got inside the train card, there was no sign of the strange man or Otto inside the train car. So basically, Michi figured that they must have jumped over the train some time ago. So basically, this is how the episode ended with Boruto and Michi far away somewhere from the village, trying to save Aro from these strange men who kidnapped them, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, like always, this was a good episode. So this was a very good episode. So basically, it gets you wondering who will Boruto and Michi will make it to the Chunin event. So basically, I didn't read the head. I didn't read the head of this. So basically, I decided not to read the head during this whole Chunin event. So basically, I'm in the dark. So basically, usually I read the chapter each episode. When it comes to anime series based on manga series, I like to read the chapter that the episode is based on. But this time, I decided to I wanted to be surprised this time. So basically, I don't know what's going to happen after this. But it makes it more interesting. But But anyway, besides, this was a good episode of Boruto. So anyway, what do you guys think about the whole Haku versus Inogen fight? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, the sincere Michael from Screw Review. Sign off. One.